want chips. All I have is shitty Tostitos. I don't want Tostitos.
I'm sorry, all I have to offer you is Danganronpa.
I don't want that. I want to eat when it's my turn, because I never do that.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed it before we do anything else?
So until we do that... Well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery.
Beautiful.
So...
Write that a 3.
It was bad. The one who killed Murkrow, the true mastermind. That's what we need to expose! I don't know how to do voice right now. I'm dying.
I have no idea what we can need.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure? Exactly! You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably 1,000,000 miles away. Because masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
I was one controlling Monokuma. Where's the mastermind?
Underneath
Where
the
he's
floor.
controlling Monokuma.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
I don't
course.
think about it.
They have to be here somewhere.
I guess that wasn't really a contradiction, my bad.
Shoot.
I apologize. I was trying to agree with you, but that's not this game.
Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one. That much I'm
You have to shoot through their words, man.
What
You
makes
can't,
you so
you can't do that
sure?
with people that you agree with.
In the next game, you can agree with people.
Exactly! You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here.
I guess we'll shoot
Mastermind is
Okos.
probably 1,000,000.
There you go.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time, so there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
Wow.
Can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here?
Sort of.
It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
You're too dumb to mastermind your way out of a paper bag, my dude.
Well, it's not me! I blame Makoto!
It is me. I'm sorry.
What? Why me?
Cuz!
I mean, why
It's super
me?
weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh,
Honestly,
The
I
only
wish I
way he
didn't.
could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
I do love this face where it's just sort of green. It's just like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Oh, it
I'm
feels so
so
good,
upset
man.
my nose disappeared.
Everyone, calm down. There's no
You
reason
got my
to-
nose!
The Mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different.
You guys should really watch my TikToks about this case.
Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Yeah! And Mukuro's actual cause of death has been
I got it!
something else.
All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
All of them, every single one.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
No, I'm
You trust
illiterate.
What's up? I'm Makoto, I'm 19, and I fucking learned how to read. And the body was covered in wounds, but these were the last several days old.
It made it
At least.
pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this.
You ever heard of
What if the murder
internal
itself
injuries?
took place at least a few days ago?
What?
Oh shit.
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days?
Just
Oh,
been
fuck.
saran wrapped in a freezer for this whole time.
That's true. Then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That
Oh,
doesn't make any sense.
Toko's very upset by this.
Damn.
Because she had all
Her hands are
those
too
wounds
small and
before
she's
she ever
very
came
upset.
here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know,
You're wrong.
she denied me before I could even say anything.
Okay, keep your hands out of your panties.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
I mean,
Shut
you're a
up.
little weird, Toko.
You're fucking weird as shit. If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Why are you being a little freak?
She can't help herself.
Can you, like, I didn't consent to this kink.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds.
No.
I actually remembered this one. I was like, yeah, no, she's clean as a whistle for some reason. She's such a badass.
Mukuro
you
didn't
go.
suffer those wounds in battle.
Such a badass. Her skin is perfect.
Hell
The
yeah.
file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered the school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Yikes. Yikes.
Huh.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school, in which case,
just love that.
they
He's
could
just
be the
like,
very
I hate
thing
all
that
this.
killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
That was the stupidest thing I've ever said.
Mukuro's fatal injury has been added to the truthfulness section of your handbook. That's some tatas.
Like this shit.
They were like real excited
I
to
got
do
my
the
melons.
rim lighting on. Yeah, you got your melons after all.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
Sure does.
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
At least.
So then,
At
what
least.
about the little matter of what happened last night?
We don't talk about last night.
Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her.
So who are you accusing?
So who was it that attacked you?
It was me. Who attacked me? I can't think of anyone else.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind.
It was me. It was Ayako. Sayaka?
When we discovered
Sayaka.
Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask. I
Jack.
naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
It was Takai.
It was me.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question.
Lob it up for you.
Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
That's about what you think.
Any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
There's no way Mukuro's the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face, I could see their fucking hands. If you compare to what we know about Mukuro to the masked attacker, you can see they don't got melons. Should be obvious.
No melons, no.
No
No
melons,
Mukuro.
not no Mukuro.
What do I need?
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh,
What is this?
what is this other part?
It has
Is
the
it
hand thing, right?
hand? Or the left hand?
Oh no, oh no, oh no,
Oh, no.
Panic!
Oh no! Damn. I think it's their right hand. But I could be very wrong.
None of these say where her fucking tattoo is. I think it is her right hand, but I don't know what I'm supposed to shoot it with.
Or
I would assume the profile?
Or could it be the hips?
Dirty little bear.
I'm sorry, this should be proven I'm on the
You
tax.
never
Sorry, I
saw
didn't know that was
their
important.
face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask.
I'm telling you now.
You're wrong. Even there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand?
It was the left hand.
One point deduction.
Shoot.
Fucking rude.
You never saw their face, right?
So it's not this is the problem. Because it was definitely their right hand, because I just pictured them laying there in the fucking
Yeah.
dirt.
Well, that's what I.
But it's like, what do I... It's vibrating.
I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face,
I don't think that's gonna help
there's
me.
another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand?
Seriously. Okay, Monokuma file. Look in the head. Just Jax when you need him.
I don't know.
Entertain the people.
I don't want to. Oh, okay. So, one day I went, when I was a child, I went to a birthday party, and they all went to Chuck E. Cheese, and so we drove in the monster truck all the way to the Chuck E. Cheese, and I was really upset because I didn't like animatronics, I found out, because that was a terrifying time. And all I wanted to do was play in the ball pit, but I was so terrified of being yelled at for playing that I just stayed by the door and I cried, and then they never let me come to a bar party again.
Wow. I don't know if that was entertaining.
I didn't know what to talk about. I'm just trying my best. I could tell another story. Every time that me and my grandfather go fishing, I would force him to kiss the fish because he would wound it. Because that's what happens when you fish.
Kiss it better.
Yeah. And you have to kiss it and then let it go. I don't know what to do. Well, don't tell me I have to continue. I have more stories.
What? I can't find the answer to this fucking thing.
I have so many stories. Let me...
I did do it. Okay. I got it. We're good.
Okay. I was gonna start talking about school.
Or perhaps
We're good. We just gotta...
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face,
You can't entertain the people. Neo tells a childhood story.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand?
No, that's wrong.
Shit, like, it's so, it's not arbitrary, but it's so stupid.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf.
What a good
tattoo.
game. It's a good game.
And I
Good,
saw
great
the
game.
right hand of the person who
Logic
attacked
makes perfect sense.
and there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah.
It was me.
Okay, you got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know.
It looks like Hero's skin
someone
tone.
else, right?
It was totally Hero. He just shoved all of his hair under that mask.
Hiro, Toko,
Yeah,
Hina,
just-
and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
That sounded weirdly sexual.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you.
The bear is nervous.
But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her.
Nah, I was filming TikTok.
No snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
In the middle of school?
What do you think? I'll show
Oh,
you the
gross.
one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything, she pulled out her melons. They were 2 cantaloupes. Oh. Kyoko was removing her gloves. Turns out she's made out of wood.
Your hands!
Look like tree bark. Without thinking, I let out a gasp. And it was more than just a little burned skin. Oh.
Awful,
Oh,
isn't
that
it?
now I feel bad.
You
I'm
should.
so sorry. It just looks like how I draw my tables.
It doesn't fit.
It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I became part puppet.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said. And then putting her gloves back on. Oh my god, doing a voice hurts.
I'm sorry.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
Yes.
Not at all. I'm positive.
He just
Then this
lies.
much has been
He
made
just kills
clear.
everyone.
It was totally you, bitch. Why'd you try to kill me?
There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Oh,
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
You are so mean. That's meaner than what I said.
Did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
bless you.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
I don't even give a shit about the circumstances of Mirko's death. I want to know why Junko is not looking anywhere near the camera. That bothers me.
What?
Why is Junk's weird?
What?
Well, because in the pictures from before,
Oh.
That's true.
there was all these stupid little pictures, and then
I
Junko
was-
was covered every single fucking time, and
I
then I
was
saw
looking
the
through the
hands
I
again.
was like looking all around the screen looking for Junko. I was like, what the fuck are
No.
you talking about? She's not even on the screen. Why would she be looking in the
I'm
camera?
just mad. I'm just mad because I'm like, well, that's clearly a thing. No one's talking about it. That's
We don't know
driving me
anything
insane.
other than
And then the secondly, why is the fucking... Because, like, didn't she have really long red fingernails?
You're not going to tell us she
You
was
did?
already dead before we arrived here or something,
Junko?
are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In
Yes?
that regard,
Yes.
you You have nothing to worry about.
Junko died twice.
I promise you, with
That's fucked up.
doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow, she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
But all the spears.
You tell him, Toko.
Because all the spears would have made a bunch of holes.
Then she was being stored.
The spears would have made a bunch of holes.
The spears would have
In
made
other
other
wounds.
You did it!
To hide a body here. To just store it somewhere?
I was thinking like they're shitty little scratches. Like they're not.
No. No.
Fucking idiot. There's only one fucking place.
I got it!
The kitchen. We just keep bodies in the kitchen.
Kept hidden in the
Hell
bio
yeah.
lab.
That's what the ham was.
In case the meat runs out.
The biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's
Yeah,
right.
the place where you fainted,
Actually
sweetie.
set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And
But
it'd
why would
keep
they
the
hide
body
Junko's
preserved
face
at
in the
same
pictures? That's
time.
weird. That's stupid. Unless they just wanted it to seem weird to make you think about Junko a little harder.
Me just being a casual badass over here, just like, oh
No,
hey,
that's not
steroids
casual
make sense.
badassery. I was just dumb for way too long.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what
I
happened.
love playing this with somebody who has no idea what's going on. It's fucking amazing. It feels like playing for the first time again. I seriously, it's
I'm
so
still
exciting.
confused. I was just mad that I was like, why is no one talking about it? It's bothering me. That's so dumb. That would be the first thing that I would talk about.
I got
But like, why is Junko not
What
allowed
makes
to
me
like?
so sure the
be
body
seen?
was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed
guess
that
it'll be
some
answered
text
later. I
had
don't
been
have to ask
stamped
questions.
on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
It sure does.
Holy
Yeah, you can read.
cow. How'd you notice that tiny
Unlike
little
Makoto.
thing?
Makoto's
Says here you
nitpicky
can't.
nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
What are you calling nitpicky? Byakuya.
This proves that the tarp
Boy.
originally came from the biolab.
Yeah, I'm making that same face, Makoto. Honestly, Byakuya was out of line that one.
In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow. You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess.
I don't like when you say that with the horny face. It's upsetting.
Where's your evidence? Proof that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is
My
no
worried
evidence.
face is also my
I was
horny face.
simply explaining what I think happened.
They didn't need to know that.
But you seem to be
Fucking
getting pretty worked up about it,
The
wouldn't you
fuck?
say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab.
You can count,
Really
Makoto.
paying att-
You can do it. You can do it. Count, Makoto.
1, 2.
La la la, I can't hear you.
Fuck, I lost track. Bear, you fucked me up.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. Okay, 1, The inconsistency in the biolab could be. Should be talking about.
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
Stop saying one. I can only count to 2.
I can only count to 4. I can only count to...
only count to 4.
What one thing?
mean 2
What do
things?
you think? I'm talking about your
3 things.
family.
Dude.
Oh yeah, I forget that I had those. You can keep them. What?
The softest, most terrified one I've ever heard.
Forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Dude, Monokuma, could you focus?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Throw you off your game.
Your mom.
I'm
your
trying to
dad,
count.
Your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family?
Well, at least I have 3 family members, so I can start at 3.
Stop
4.
talking about that.
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
What? Yeah, I need to calm down. Counting helps me calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the bio lab. So what if I want to shut him up?
The smelly Biola.
I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. Damn.
What?
Shut him up and slam him? Sounds like a Saturday night.
Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? Are you sure about this?
I didn't forget how to play the game. Shut up.
You're doing great.
Better luck next time. Punishment is waiting.
Do I need to
for
be
you.
entertaining? Do we need more stories?
Are you sure?
I don't know. I don't know if I can take more child stories.
I'm not listening.
You... What? Wait.
Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about?
So, one day I was walking
I'm not listening.
down the street,
Why can't I shoot it?
and one
Oh,
of
the
my
bike.
friends-
Okay, I got it.
and one of my friends was riding their bike, and they pushed me down,
What are you even talking
and then they ran me over. And then his brother came behind him, and he also ran me over.
listening.
And then I went home.
This should prove it.
There we go. Suck it, bear.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is
The lights.
Yeah, the lights.
I forgot that I had to change bullets in the
I'm
game.
lost. No, you're good. You're good.
Did you think about the biolab? Picture it in your
You
mind.
got it. Okay.
What did each drawer have above it?
Oh, 2 lights.
Right.
But one was off.
Right. So there were only lights when there were bodies inside of the thing.
Uh-huh.
There were 16 students,
Right.
so there should be... There's 16 students, minus Makoto,
I have my fingers out right now.
Ina, Hiro,
Yeah. Hiro, Bakia, Toko, Kyoko,
and Monokuma.
Burr. Uh-huh.
How many bodies should be in there?
What's 16 minus 7? Wait. Yeah. 9?
What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue.
Right?
And as part of that, a giant refrigerator
1,
was
2, 3.
installed
I only
in
see
there.
6.
That's where everyone
Makoto,
who's
could you
died is
turn your
stored.
memory? Could you just like look a little to the right?
And it was set up
trying to
so that
count.
when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
Or we could count up from how many people died. So we got Junko, she died. We got
Twice.
right, well,
I put that
like
together.
let's just order this in the way that we think it is. Okay, so Junko, the idol girl whose name I forgot, Leon.
Leon.
Who was after that? Chihiro
I don't.
and Mondo.
Mhm.
So we're at 5.
Hamster man.
Hamster man, yelly guy, Celeste.
Celeste.
We're at 8.
My babe.
And yeah, and then if we count Mukuro, the numbers don't quite add up.
No. It's because, yeah.
Right. So,
Uh-huh.
so there should be one more light on.
But there's not.
Right.
In other words, if the blue light is on,
'Cause they
that
use
means there's a
Junko.
body in that slot.
Right.
And Junko died twice.
Right.
Or is Junko the mastermind? That doesn't make sense. What's happening?
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
There should be 10.
Uh-huh.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized
Right.
version here, man.
I don't like relating with Hero right now.
10 of the lights should have been on.
I'm pretty sure I have it. I'm just, I don't feel confident.
No, you've got it. You're good.
Okay.
It's like if you count Mukuro and Junko as 2 separate people, there should have been one more body than there is.
Right. But they're the same person, but they're not the same person.
Right.
Okay.
That's simple.
Poor
Just
Junko,
recall
just
who's died here so
and
far.
why cover her
and should
face if you're gonna desecrate her body? What was the point of not showing her face? That's right. The key to solving this mystery. Sayaka. I don't think Sayaka died for Junko. Leon. See, if we had just gone through Chihiro. Butter.
Are we back? Says we've reconnected. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
So victim number 10 was Mikuro.
Uh-huh.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious.
Can you restart your stream in the Discord?
Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it had fallen off.
There we go. Okay. That's it
My
was just
apologies.
frozen.
And-
No, it's okay. Everything's good now.
But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true,
What?
then why doesn't the body...
That doesn't fucking make sense.
If Mukuro and Junko are the same corpse,
Uh-huh.
then
Then
there's 9
oh,
corpses.
Mukuro will be alive. Oh. Oh,
But
I've
if
caught
Mukuro
up
and
now.
Junko are 2 different people, there would be 10 corpses.
Right. Okay. I'm an idiot.
You're good.
Including Monokuma's executions, there have
Got him.
apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Look at how smug she
He had
is.
the tattoo.
Talking about how many of her friends are dead.
I'm
Junko
completely
didn't have a
lost.
tattoo.
How can the number of victims be less than the number of
So-
murders?
Wait, hold on. Junko didn't have a tattoo, Gabe. So, did you just put the tattoo on her? Gage, you're silent. Is Junko the mastermind? No. No.
I mean, I can answer this for you, or the game will answer it
No.
for you.
No, don't answer.
Okay.
I'm just confused. The reason there's less bodies than murders, because Junko exists and is bothering me. The explanation for more murders of victims. Why is that? What would it take for that to make sense?
I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Huh? Killed twice?
Like I wish I could do to you, hero.
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Double murder?
Murdered and murdered again?
What he
If that's
said.
the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
I'm glad you're catching up with the rest of the class, Byakuya.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious! Because Kyoko's totally delusional! Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata?
It was totally Leon. It was Leon, you guys.
Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru?
He says names real funny.
Ifumi Yamada?
Ifumi Yamada.
Whatever. Or maybe Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice.
No, that's wrong. Junko,
But she didn't have a tattoo.
wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
No. No. I'm catching up. I'm figuring it out.
Well, remember what happened to her? she was impaled by a bunch of spears all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then those similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are
Who
actually
Junko's
one and the same.
the mastermind?
so let me see if I have this straight.
Cause that makes
Junko,
sense.
or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right?
Why would they still have the
Those wounds
fake hand?
Junko suffered
No.
could easily be these same injuries.
I'm so. Am I dumb? Am I dumb? Am I stupid?
I mean, to be fair, the game's a little convoluted, let's just be honest.
Like, I feel
Really
stupid.
true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... What does it all mean?
What does it mean? What does it mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9.
Thanks. At least someone can count. Thank you, Byakuya.
Which also means
I've been
that
trying this
people
whole
we
time
thought
to
were
count.
dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Junks?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
Oh, Toko.
She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be.
That's an answer. I don't think it's the right one, sweetheart.
Yeah, no, see, I was there for a while, Toko, and yeah, no.
Fair.
That'd be easy.
A little silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Why does she always sound so horny?
Murkuro alive. The one that's still alive is Murkuro? I love saying the things twice. But, can we really believe that?
I don't know what this one's gonna be. Hang on.
Body we found.
Is it- That's the secret? Alright, thanks for that. That's not useful.
It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
The body wasn't when she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is
No?
Mukuro.
That's so obviously what it should be. He fucking hates me, man.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Yes, I think what you said is wrong, sweetie, and I will prove it in a second. Just
Do I need to entertain the people?
no. I got it.
It wasn't
I have
Mukuro.
happy stories.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
And one day, it had just rained.
Found in the garden.
I was a child,
It wasn't Mokuro.
and there were so many toads.
No, it's wrong.
I'll tell the rest of it later.
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then
Right, okay, I figured it out. I'm here now. I've caught up. I figured out this one thing. Someone made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person that could be. I've caught up. I've finally done it.
Hey, let's go.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I
Yeah, you
admit,
are.
since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade.
Very good, Byakuya.
But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body at least 3 times. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I did check, absolutely, I can say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud.
I love hate this bear.
Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
No, I did. I guess I'm not, if Mom says no.
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way?
I don't.
Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
That wasn't Junko.
Coco was so close, just a little backwards. Come on, guys.
Opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived? It was all the plastic that got destroyed instead of her vitals. I checked her. She was dead. I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely pretending to be her? Oh my god! Maybe she used some sort of trick. It was an illusion spell. Damn. So there was so many frogs everywhere, and so I really wanted to take them to school and show everyone how many frogs I had. And so I shoved them all in my backpack right before like I was gonna get on the bus, and I just grabbed as many as I could. And I'll finish the story later.
This story sounds like it's gonna end up with dead frogs.
That's it! What if she switched places with someone else?
Switched places?
See, you were so close, Togo. Come on. You got this. You can figure it out.
That's right.
I believe in you.
Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that? Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that.
Hi, Bunny.
So maybe the whole
It's a
idea is
bun.
wrong.
You missed my frog story. I'll finish it later though. There has to be so much. You also missed my other stories, but no one liked those.
I told Mio to fill some air while I looked up something, and instead she just told a bunch of tragic childhood stories.
Doing my best. I didn't know what else to. I was panicked. I got scared. I dropped my hot pocket.
They had switched places from the very beginning.
No way.
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
There's little bears on her tie.
We'd already met her?
I had like
Shit,
a
there is.
normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else
So
was.
dumb.
So Mukuro could have simply told
I think
us
they're supposed to be
her name was
bunnies.
Junko.
Oh, okay.
'Cause there's a bunny in her hair. But they did look like bears, right?
I guess a little bit.
And we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
And why would a model have fake press-on nails?
Cause
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so the this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
Nah, hero. The fucking mastermind decided to play fair the whole time.
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
You probably don't remember, but at the very beginning, Makoto was like, "You look different than what I thought you looked like," and she was like, "Oh, that's like Photoshop."
I do remember that.
The reason such an elaborate plan was
And I
possible
believed
is
it.
because the two of them were
Yeah,
working
I
together.
believed it too the first time I played this. I was like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
Yeah.
But Mukuro has freckles, and Junko doesn't.
So Mukuro,
Which you wouldn't know unless you paid really good attention to the magazine cover at the very beginning.
Right.
in other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity.
You are a bunch of junk.
As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity. When did I do that?
Claws down, Bear.
He still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter. Because I've already figured it out. Glasses press. Tried to hide Junko's identity. Not just once, twice. The first time was during our latest investigation. So anyway, I put all the frogs in my backpack, but I had to go back inside because I forgot something because I was a child. and my great aunt KK. Oh,
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster,
it wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Oopsies, looks like it broke out of service.
What? It just so happened to break just now?
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
you made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that...
The guy says, if I don't hear the frogs are okay by the end of stream, I'm gonna be very sad. I'm very invested in these frogs.
is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
No, it wasn't a fluke. The mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity.
Beautiful.
The master... that one was up there.
Yeah, it was like a
Mastermind
7.
The mastermind tried to cover up other pieces of head. It's gotta reveal that. Okay, we're back to this. So my great aunt KK, she watches me go like to the bathroom or whatever the fuck I was doing. And when I leave and I get out and I try to pass her real quick and I'm trying to be all sneaky, she looks at me and she's like,
Better luck next
"What's that sound?" And I go, "I don't know." And I try to hurry past her so I can run to the bus. And she stops me. And she grabs my backpack. She opens it up and these frogs start spilling out of the backpack. She's like, "What are you doing with your backpack full?" I took all of my stuff out, by the way. There was nothing but frogs.
I should prove it.
Like, what are you doing? And they were just making the loudest rivets. There's frogs all over the
The
place.
video
I had to
wasn't
put
the
them back
only
outside.
thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Oh.
Sweaty bear.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we got. In all the photos.
No, I
there's a
noticed it,
certain
and you didn't say
similarity.
shit, Makoto. Sorry, I know we're the same person, but shut up.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance common to all these pictures that was driving Mio crazy. The unusual circumstances.
I got it!
Junko, your face.
Your dumbass face.
The one thing common to every single